Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Cross Stitch Reiki, and my name is Agna. Today I want to show the progress in all my whips, the ones I did within 2 weeks. I didn't film last week because I had something going on in my family, so I just had no strength to do that, and I didn't stitch much. But I do have one finish. I have some of my whips moved a little bit, so and I do have a challenge to participate as well, so I have 1,000 stitches this month to do. But first I'm gonna talk about this little dream catcher you see in front of you now. So that would be a Russian company MP Studio. It's stitching on a plastic canvas. It's 12 colors threads. That's some probably Russian company as well. Probably it's a P&K, or the way they say P&K. So that's the threads. There was no needle in this kit. It was white canvas, plastic canvas, and it's 14 count. I have finished this with the beads and the back stitch and everything, so but I didn't see in the chart that there would be beads right here, but I put them because I saw them on the kit, the cover of it. So the preview shows that there are some beads, so I just put them on there as well. Well, I do have a lot because I'm not sure if I'm gonna stitch the other side, the one that's supposed to be looking like this. So at the beginning now, I'll just leave it like that. So I have owl finished. Within these 2 weeks, I did 2 feathers and 2 more stars. I did backstitch on all stars, part backstitch on this feather. So I hope that I will finish this some of the days, like the ones that I'm working, that I don't have to put away all the all my stands and so on, like and just keep them in my hand and just finish up. So I'm gonna cut this owl as soon as I finish feathers and the backstitch on them. So and then I'll think if I do this another part or no. This preview looks a little bit tired because it's actually the chart is on the other side. So I did use that a lot. Now, what I wanted to say about all the organization for that one, I use pony needles. They are size 9. They're pretty much long. That's the one. And now you see the thread that's left. So this is Miyuki. Like that. I use there are some colors. There's a black one, the gold one, I think so, and the silver or something. But I like that thread, and I use that for my beading because I do beading there as well. So I use that for my beading, and I loved it. So I decided that I'm gonna stitch with that because I don't do beading anymore. So that's the organization. What about this box? You see, that's the from Kit. From Dimensions Gold Collection Petites, and it has sticky pads like that. That's for phones or something, for cars. And the thing is that the beads wouldn't fall off that, neither the needle there. Look. So anyways, I use this one, and I have only one, and from all my whips with the beads, it's enough one for me. I'm not buying a lot of them, like pads, mats, or whatever they called, because there's no point. I try to get rid of all my Dimensions Gold Petites first now as well, because they just take a lot of space in the box. I don't like the box, so it's just too thick. So I try to use and stitch them as much as I can, that I wouldn't have to keep them in the boxes. So that's the first width one that I did this week. So I finished all that and these. So it's kind of one day to spend at it and it will be totally finished. The second whip I was working on, but just one day. So that's Dimensions Gold Collection, them three lovely horses. 3 different ones, like white, black, and ginger. And I have that done. I didn't stretch the fabric or anything because that's not the frame for it. I'll use a different frame for this because the fabric I didn't wash before I put that in, so it's kind of I don't know, it's kind of impossible to work with it, honestly. I can't stretch it perfectly anyways. So I'll use the Omanic frame for that. And I showed that Omanic frame before. So Omanic Factory from Estonia. And kind of thinking to get their cross-stitch stand too. But I'll just look at it more. I look all the reviews. I got one of the bad reviews about it as well, so I will think about it. And I didn't buy that yet, and just looking for the best stand because my cross-stitch stand broke. So that's that. That's the design would be 38 by 25 centimeters, 15 by 10 inches. The code of it is 35091. As well, you can find this code of a kit in the barcode, 35091. So I don't have the threads here or anything, so I won't be showing you that. Just probably enough the kit itself, the preview, and that's what I have. It looks to you now on the camera all black, but there is a blending as well, and that's only half stitches. Now what I'm gonna say about this thing, this whip starts from middle, so middle is actually somewhere here. But all that corner, it's only half stitches, and the stitches in 6 strands. I mean, the black one here, you see, it's 6 strands. You just take the thread, the one that's on the organizer, and you stitch it. Well, it's 14 count, and it covers pretty much perfectly. I was worried about the black black cross stitches, so I tried them if they cover the fabric, because them in 2 strands. There are a lot of different stitches in this design, but I'm not afraid of dimensions kits, because to me they're pretty much easy. Just I have to sit at them like a little bit longer and just stitch them. So I like when it's a half stitches because they're going faster, and then you just, if you want, you can go to cross stitches as well and to do a few. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go with the half stitches all over on top there. Then I move to that side over there because there will be some crosses as well, I think so, I'm not sure, didn't check that far, but I know exactly that here with the half stitches I'm gonna go up, and then where I find the cross stitches I'm gonna go down, like so. It's like that. Here all the stitches are going down already from the top to the bottom. So I decided for myself that it's the best way to stitch for me, and my crosses look much better when I do like this. So I'm gonna take this away, and I'm gonna show you now another whip, the one I did stitch a little bit. I don't remember if I showed you when I had moved up to half of the all project. So that's exactly the line half. So that's how it looks like. Before I got to this one last week, so I did have a few lines over here meeting the halfway, but then I stitched a little bit here. I finished all over here and just fill in all the spots. So I need, for this whip, I have to do 2,500 stitches. So if I actually finish 2,500 stitches within this week, so I should have like here everything covered, here bits, because there is white color in that. Actually, showing like this would be better. And I probably would have to have at least that done. So I'm thinking to go up to half and spring as well this month, because I did 1,000 stitches on this one already, but I still need 1,500 to just to leave that as a comment, the photo comment in the group, and finish 2,500. I have another project entered into that challenge where I have to do 5,500 stitches. So that would be them soda stitch sweet bears. So I need to do quite a lot, because just today I sat for like, I don't know, hour or something, and I did only 400 stitches. So yeah, I still have all evening to do so, but I decided that today I have to do a video as well, because I'm working tomorrow, so I won't have time. So that's from Mirabilia, Dressmaker's Daughters, and I don't do beads now because this frame actually stretches really good, and I'm afraid that all my beads will crash or destroy fabric. So I will do the stitches first. Of course, there is some back stitch on that as well, but I didn't do yet. I want to finish whatever I have to do now up to half, and then do the back stitch. I think so here's something as well with the back stitch, and I know that there is a frame around. So that frame is pretty much easy, so I'll just do whenever I finish maybe everything at the same time, like so. It's not like dimensions when you actually have to do a lot of back stitching there, and you know, counting and forgetting colors as well and the symbols there. So anyway, that's the whip. I moved on a little bit, and I hope I will do this week as well. I think I mentioned that this one was stitch from Stash Challenge. Yeah, and another one is from another, it's a cross after cross or something like that to translate into English. So now what I'm gonna show, my finish. Oh, this yoke actually drove me mad for quite a long time. People were asking me all the time, can you just show us, did you finish, did you move on or something? But yeah, finally I did. I found somewhere written that I started this Luca-S kit, I don't know, maybe 2015, summertime. And yes, I finished in 2019. So this whip was for a really long time, and it was for 4 years, well, nearly 4 years, but I finally did it. I think I had a little bit colors, red colors and the green ones last time I showed you, but then I just decided that I'll just finish that because I had a free week in between the challenges, and I said, okay, I have to do this. But when I'm looking at this thing now, and my crosses are so different, the ones that I did 4 years ago, the ones that I did like 3 years ago as well, and even a year ago, the ones I did, they're so different from the ones that I did now. So I see the progress myself in that, and it's one piece where I actually can see everything. It's not just by designs or something like that. Well, the taste just different, like time after seeing a lot of videos on YouTube and different designs, but the technique itself, it's pretty much funny to see them. Not really straight stitches, but this project, it was one of examples for me how I progressed myself in the technique of a cross stitch. What I'm gonna say now about this one, that was the code B105. It's Luca-S. Don't ask me where the preview is because I have no idea. The threads in this one was anchor and 28 colors. So now you can see all the leftovers. This I never even used because I used from other kits. I just wanted to use whatever I have left over, and it was the same. Well, white is white, so I know there are 2 whites in anchor and 3 whites in DMCs, but I did check and it was fine. That was the one that I needed, and I used the leftovers from different kits. I stitched the roses, Etude with Roses, I think so, that's how it was called, from Luca-S. That's the company. And them leftovers I used a little bit in here. But I wouldn't say that if I change the count of fabric, I wouldn't say that it would be enough threads. It looks a lot over here, but like here it's just 2 left. All the lengths, like they actually gone. It took a lot of threads because it's comfy. I swear it was like serious like challenge to me to do all them. In like through the camera I see it's kind of okay, like and you can see the flowers and everything, but in general I don't like that kind of a stitching without the back stitch. Especially here I do want the back stitch, but I'm definitely not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do because it was disaster for me to actually stitch it. It took me 4 years and there was no back stitch on the chart, and I'm definitely not gonna draw it because the chart was no colors on them, just the symbols, and it was hard enough to find where the colors, what kind of colors are there. On the piece I could actually try to do something, but I just say I'm just gonna leave it. It's not the best choice, and my taste has been changed for all the designs, so I'm not gonna do anything to it. I don't know if I'm gonna frame this piece. Maybe I'm gonna frame and just give it away to my mom or my auntie. I don't know, because my auntie got another one, my work from Luca-S, and she was really happy, so maybe I'll just give that one to her as well. Well, so I finished with all my weekly check-in. Well, it's been 2 weeks check-in. I hope I'm not gonna miss next week, but I do work weekends now and some days during the week, so I don't really have much time for stitching because I have to collect the kiddo from school and so on. And this month is actually really short, so I can't wait until I will show you my stash again, because now will be the magazines, the big huge box of magazines. And if you have any ideas how I would show some designs in the magazine, just leave a comments down below this video and let me know, because probably I will be showing just the cover of them. Well, you know, the copyright, I can't show charts, but most of the magazines usually have the picture and the chart right beside them. So I wouldn't be doing that on a camera, and to do all the covers, it would be impossible. So anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and probably see you next week. Bye.